Live on the internets, it's Festival Fishbowl! With your host, Jason Charles, with the internet's very own Maz, pushing buttons, all coming to you live from the Rhino Room Beer Garden. Don't forget to follow and like us all over the internet. Festival Fishbowl.
Hello, welcome to Festival Fishbowl on, this is a, I know this answer, it's a Wednesday, and I think it's the 26th. Would that be right, Maz?
Correct data.
Yeah! Super sweet. I'm Jason, this is Festival Fishbowl. We interview a whole bunch of fringe artists, have a bit of a chat with them, play some stupid games, and if you want to be a part of it too, I'll tell you how to do that in just a second. This is Maz, what are you wearing today, man?
I'm wearing a husky's dead fur.
Oh, it's not made of real husky, is it?
It is, it was very disobedient. But, you know.
You look a bit like Max from Where the Wild Things Are.
Oh, I
You're a
need
little bit
one of those
monstery.
onesies.
Oh yes, and so why are you wearing this today?
I'm warming up for tomorrow's onesie party.
Yes.
We get a
Now, do
full
you know
onesie.
anything about the onesie party? Because I thought this was a thing, because you invited it to me on Facebook, and I thought, oh, this is a thing that, you know, Crazy Maz is making a onesie party, but it's not, it's actually a fringe event, right?
It is. The Kigu.me, who import Japanese onesies, are having a party in the garden from 7, I
Okay.
believe.
And we're going to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, when I was in Japan, I bought a onesie for your stupid party, and it's not even your stupid party.
Stupid
So
party.
do I have to pay to get in?
No, it's like, I don't actually know.
Okay, well, we should find that out, because tomorrow we're doing the show in onesies, I've heard. Is that right? So it better be as
Yep,
nice.
it better be nice and cool.
Nice, cool weather, but I'm sure it won't be. If it's what kind of onesie do you have?
I have an Emperor Penguin onesie with
Ah.
a little bow tie.
I see your Emperor Penguin onesie with a bow tie and raise you one pedo bear.
I applaud your efforts, good sir.
Yeah, I had to skin a real pedo bear. I don't know what that means. Right, so that's Maz. He's pushing the buttons. We also have David on camera. You can't see him. He's behind a camera. You'll never know who he is. Bridget's going to do the news. So, hey, Bridget, when are you doing the news? Well, first break, I suppose, right? Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. We should have organised that beforehand. I also have Kirsty, who is potentially on the chat or just on the door. I don't know. And Kathleen, who is doing the other thing that Kirsty doesn't want to do. Is that how the show runs today? Awesome. Here's who is on the show today. We have these people. Oh, I have to do something else first. That's cool. Fabian Clark, the lizard man, will get here after he picks his kids up from school. Kate Englefield and Mandahal. Oh, sorry, I practiced this. Mandala Rose. They're going to be in. We've met them before, but we'll tell you about that a bit later on. Anus Hodge is a comedian. Sorry, that's a typo. Angus Hodge. He just tried to throw something at me. He's doing all right. We'll hear about that later. And Josh Thomas from Talking About Your Generation and an upcoming ABC sitcom is going to be here as well. So you can get into what can you do, Maz? Yes,
the website.
If you're not watching it on festivalfishbowl.com, if you do go there, you can get in the chat, and through the chat you can win a whole bunch of prizes and giveaways and stuff, and also just tell us how badly we're doing. We also have a Facebook, facebook.com/festivalfishbowl, and a Twitter at @f_fishbowl. Yeah, I keep wanting to say .com, but that's not right. Anyway, so that's all of our crap. Now we get to meet our first guest. He's going to be co-hosting the show with us. Please welcome Dave Bloustien. Yay!
Yay! Hello! If you raise someone a onesie, is it still a onesie?
It's
twosie.
Twosie, I think.
Technically.
Is that a bikini? Have we just invited ourselves to a bikini party?
Nice.
Yeah.
Bikinis that look like animals. Ooh. Weird. Break out the red paint.
Turtle shells? That could be a thing.
Yeah, it's a half shell. That's a one and a half C.
Turtles in the half shell.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
So man, were you
Man, we just showed our age.
I know.
References from the 80s. My daughter has a turtle suit. She does not know what the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh. But she has a turtle suit.
She just thinks it's a turtle. She doesn't really understand.
Which one is it?
She doesn't understand the cultural heritage. Oh, it didn't come with a mask, so I can't tell. That's the only
She'll
difference.
find out when Michael Bay rapes it.
Yeah. Did you hear
Absolutely.
this? Michael Bay is remaking
No.
Ninja Turtles, right? But he's not making them turtles from the sewer in New York or Japan or whatever. He's making them aliens from outer space who come to Earth.
Oh, with
I know that's totally
explosions.
Yeah. So I don't know why you'd bother calling it Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No.
But he's not.
They just call it Ninja Turtles, right?
Ninja Turtles,
Turtles
yeah.
from space.
But they're not even turtles if they're from outer space. They're
No,
just aliens.
They're
And-
turtle-esque.
Yeah. turtle-ish.
Turtle-ish.
But that, yeah, I don't know.
Turtle formers.
Maz says that could have been a storyline in one of the comics, that they were actually from outer space. But
I heard something
it
about
doesn't
that,
make
but-
sense, because every origin story is always them falling down the sewer and getting eaten by, not eaten, but touched by a man.
In a spiritual way.
Out of context, out of context, that is really horrible. But that's not what I meant at all.
Right.
So, man, you've been you were born in Adelaide.
I am.
Your
I
mum
was.
taught me at uni. I didn't know
Are you
till
serious?
years later. Yeah.
Wow, she taught a lot of people at uni.
She was quite good. She was
That's
one of my
not, I'm not
favourites.
saying you're not special, but that was great.
We all know that I'm not special. It's fine.
You are special. You're very special.
Yeah. So, but I didn't know that until a couple of years ago when we were chatting and talking
The
about your mum.
surname Bloustien didn't give it away because it's,
No, is
it's
it not-
relatively uncommon.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There is another. I've never met him. There is another Dave Bloustien somewhere in Sydney who's a year older than me.
All right. There's a couple of Jason Chongs.
It could be me. Come.
Yeah, yeah. You with a scar across your
That's
eye.
right.
It's all
There are
bad.
a couple of Jason Chongs.
Yeah, one is in Perth. He's like a violinist or something.
Oh.
And there's one in Adelaide who's in the Chamber of Commerce, and there's a legitimate actor in Sydney
A legitimate actor.
He went to NIDA. He was on like All Saints and stuff, and
Does that make
did a
you
film with
kind
Jackie
of?
Chan.
Does that make you kind of weigh up your accomplishments?
Very much so. Especially when I got asked to go to the auditions for Monkey Magic. There was like a
Oh, right.
stage thing that was happening.
That
I
was
was
the
like,
one by Damon Albarn.
well, yeah. I don't know if it's the same one as the Gorillas kind of did a Monkey Magic on stage in Britain, and then they were going to do something similar
Wow.
here. And I got asked to audition for it. I'm like, awesome! And I did put in the email, you know I'm not the Jason Chong that's actually an actor.
That Jason Chong.
And they were like, yeah, we're just looking for all kinds of performers. And so I flew myself to Sydney, had to find a combination of everything, and I got there, and they were like, yeah, we thought you were the other guy. But you could audition anyway.
Oh, lovely.
And so it was just really awkward and surprising how to
Did
get
a
the
lot
part.
of- Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I hate auditions.
Yeah, fuck that. So how are your shows going?
Really badly. Oh, no, I'm having a really great time. They're
Yeah.
really fun. It's just I do this show on the Popeye.
I've seen this show. It's
Yeah.
great, and it deserves to be on the Popeye.
It's a lot of fun because it's about the time that I did a horrible gig on a boat. It was a high school formal. Went really badly, and it ended up
and
in
you
court.
can't leave.
Ended up in court. You can't leave. So I thought it'd be fun to do it on a real boat. And it's been great fun, but one night only 2 people turned up. So I gave them a romantic tour of the Torrens during my show just to 2 people.
That's good.
It was really fun.
Did they know each other, or?
Yeah, they were.
Okay.
They didn't just because then it would be awkward if they sat on other sides of the boat.
Yeah. They sit together.
They're both reviewers. No,
No.
no, they were. They're a couple. So
Yeah,
it's
nice.
a lovely sort of romantic tour.
It's very personal.
and it's all like covered in lights. You can bring a bottle of wine. So it's kind of.
So you can can you bring? Does the Popeye have a bar, or can you bring alcohol on?
You can bring alcohol on.
Yeah, and they don't charge you corkage or anything nuts.
No.
Do they have glasses, or are these
should've.
people just slugging? From a,
No, there are glasses. I was thinking
Okay.
of taking a bottle of wine as well for people who didn't have because it's kind of. I was thinking
get,
of
not nice one, like get them a box of wine or something.
That's right. Yeah,
Okay.
Some grapes.
But that's not the only one you're doing. You're also doing one called.
I like to hear you try and pronounce it.
What did I? What was the best?
Grand Guignol, I think. was
Yeah,
the best.
Grand
It's
Guignol.
Grand Guignol. It's one of those things where you think if your surname is Bloustien, which is quite hard to spell, you would pick a name you could easily type into Google.
Yeah.
But I went with Grand Guignol instead because I like obscurity.
But what the fuck is
It's
that?
integrity to me. It actually means the big puppet, like the big kind of punch puppet. But it was a theatre in Paris, like around the same time as the like the Moulin Rouge and all that sort of thing, where they'd show really horrible plays. It was basically the precursor to like the Grindhouse.
No, right, okay.
So like hardcore violent.
Yeah. Puppets.
But no, well that was just what it was called.
Okay.
Punch. They beat the crap out of
Yeah,
each
yeah,
other. So this show is a series of creepy, funny horror stories that I've written. And there are some puppets in it. And there is.
Is it
I wear
is it comedy?
fez. I wear fez today in the shirt. See?
Is it?
It's comedy.
Okay, it
It's
is.
silly,
So
yeah.
they're fun.
I had this
They're not just
character
horror.
in the show because there's lots of
You
different
look
characters.
heaps like. I don't know. Does anyone else see this?
Ooh.
Does anyone Aladdin's monkey right now? A little bit because you have you have the mutton chops. He kind of he has chops.
Well, I am.
All right.
No, I had this.
Abu?
Abu,
Abu,
yeah.
yeah.
But no, the character is called Professor Mahmoud
at you.
Ibn Daoud.
Okay.
And he's like, he talks like this, kind of like the like Peter Lorre or
Like
the
Igor.
the mole in Secret Squirrel. Yeah, that mole sidekick.
How does he talk?
Hello.
Okay.
My name is Professor Mahmoud Ibn Daoud. But I was going to do a whole series of videos around the museum today that I put on YouTube for it. I probably will at some point, but I was waiting in the Egyptian room because there's a story in the show called The Mummy's Cock, about. Can I say that on the
Sure,
internet?
it's the internet. The internet is no stranger to
exactly.
cocks.
About because Tutankhamun's penis went missing in the 60s.
What?
That's true. They examined his body. It was like complete. They X-rayed it in 2006, and they don't know at what point it happened, but it went missing. Right?
Did they X-ray it on a cold day?
You think it was just
Bit of shrinkage.
he's dead. No, well,
Who would?
I hadn't considered that.
Where would you put that?
I don't know. It might have just
On the
fallen off.
mantelpiece.
Well, that's the story. That's
Next
the,
to
the story is what happened to it, right?
Yeah, right.
So I thought I'd do a bunch of like little, like showing people around the museum and the Egyptian room, but I was going to do it by myself. Like Ben McKenzie from the peer review was going to film it, but there was a guy in the Egyptian room, so I kind of chickened out, and then he left. Another guy walked in, and I kind of chickened out. Thought, no, now we can do it. Now he's gone, and then a whole like school tour came in. I said, no, it's not going to happen. I even bought beef jerky. I was going to stand next to the mummy. The mummy and eat some beef jerky and pretend I'd taken it off the mummy. But
Are you going to eat some beef jerky now? Just because
just
you've got
today,
it right there.
just
You might as
I
well.
can. Oh, but I've got to save it for
Oh,
tomorrow.
okay, no, that's cool. If you want to save it for
It looks
chicken
a
out
bit,
tomorrow.
looks a bit like a bit of
That
mummy.
totally looks like that would be. It almost looks a bit like cock. Like,
Oh, ow.
oh
It's not as good as jelly snakes.
no, I'm trying to quit. Cool. All right. Well, look, we're gonna bring in our first guests.
Yeah, awesome.
Now, so you're ready for that?
I am.
Super sweet. But actually, before we do that, we got
Salty.
news. So where's Bridge? Are you here? Oh, I can smell beef jerky.
And it's not good.
Now, hey, Bridge, come on up. Bridge is a vegetarian, so this smell will be great for her.
Oh, I'm really sorry about that.
That's alright. I'll shake the hand you didn't touch it.
Tutankhamun's cock. Right. It's our word of the day.
If anyone can work it into a
Good
sentence,
metal
I'll give
band.
away prizes.
Would be a good metal.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Kind of a bit more
Do
pop
it.
rock, I think.
All right. So, what's news, man?
Okay, well, Fringe Ambassador Paul McDermott's art show opened up recently.
Yes.
So that's until the end of March.
Where?
It's the Tux Cat.
As you've seen it
I've
already?
seen it. It's amazing.
He
good.
used to do all the work for
Okay.
Doug Anthony All Stars, like all the artwork for that. So it's just a collection. It's from paintings to prints to soundscapes to films. It's just amazing. So go see that. I don't know if it's free, but
It is, I think.
it is. There you go.
I didn't pay.
Just walk in. Tell them Bridge let you come in.
That's right.
For free. Okay. What else?
Okay. A bunch of disposable cameras have been left at venues.
Oh.
So for people to
purpose.
take their own, yeah. There's a reason for that. So you can take photos of stuff around the Fringe. Don't take too many selfies.
Really? Why not?
People are sick of duck face. Really, they were sick of that in the 90s. So
Okay.
if you can take it of the venues and of the acts, that'd be wonderful. If you're
It's a
part
great
of the
idea.
acts. No duck face.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, duck face.
Yeah. You know.
Does it like when?
Yeah. Do well, you said something more offensive. Yeah.
No fuck faces. I got some news from the festival as well.
Yes.
So there was a show called I don't know how to say this, the Kreutz Sonata. It's
Oh,
a
the
Kritz Sonata.
Yeah.
Kritz Sonata?
Leo Tolstoy story. That was being
Story.
No.
Sorry. It just sounded like
Leo Toy Story.
It sounded like Toy Story.
Leo Toy Story. So that's being redone as a play. Barry Otto, an amazing Australian actor, was set to be in that, and he had to quit after a few previews because he was, from exhaustion. So it starts in like a day or two, and Adelaide actor, and he's also a lecturer for the Adelaide Centre of the Arts teacher. Renato Musolino has to step in, and the first few shows he's going to be doing it with the script because he's only had like 1 or 2 days to rehearse it. So
Like, you killed that woman.
it's gonna be
Yeah,
really
not.
interesting because it's
You
gonna be
did it.
interesting seeing the start and then the end. So it's
Yeah. That'd be a good one to go on opening
what
night
a
and closing
challenge
night.
for an actor as well.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's a great way to get people to come see your show twice.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
should try that more often.
Yeah.
The advertiser always
I haven't
comes-
rehearsed it.
That's
For
right.
the first one.
Because I don't tell people I haven't rehearsed it, but I just charge like $5. And then
Yeah.
the advertiser turns up and goes, "Oh, he hasn't rehearsed it."
They will say, "Oh, it's very good, but under rehearsed," and you always, "Well,
right.
you went to the freaking preview
Don't
show."
come to the
Whereas
previews.
this guy's got an amazing excuse for it.
That's
so.
true.
Exactly.
But yeah, Barry Otto's like in
Amazing
his
name.
70 or in his 70s, so I kind of understand why he's
Hey,
really exhausted.
can
The place
take it.
he was going to work in is really hot.
All right.
What is that?
That is our wrap-up noise.
Ah, you bastard.
Oh.
Rhino Room, we got late shows.
Yes.
It's been
Absolutely.
hosted by such wonderful people as Steve Hughes, Abandonman, Josh Thomas hosted last night. But kind of spur of the moment thing. on. Wonderful man who'd been
Fantastic.
on the show before. So yeah,
Nice.
come down to that.
Excellent.
All right.
Please thank Bridget. When we come back, we're going to have Fabian Clark. He's got lizards to show us.
Can I go now?
I would